All right. Hello, chat. I have disappointing news. I know everyone's gonna have to brace themselves for this. I already cracked open the energy drink can. I did it before turning the mic on because I wasn't thinking, and I just opened it and like it's too late. It's open now. No crack sound for today. Anyway, I don't know why people are saying sample comment, sample message. I have no idea what that could possibly be about. Not at all. There's no reason that anything of the sort would be mentioned. Sample time. No reason that I can think of. Anyway, Ghost Babel. Let's not dilly-dally. Let's get the end of it out of the way, which of course includes the end of the voice acting, which I will probably be very glad that it is over. I think my throat's gonna have to endure a decent bit more, if I'm not mistaken. Gonna try to fix the light. It's, once again, not very bright out, so I'm trying to work with it. Am I gonna fix the no, there's no way to fix it other than deleting the one that's already up and re-rendering and uploading it. There's no way to edit a video once it's up. So, it's just there. Sample text is just a part of that video now. Forever. Which is great. Oh god. And here comes the voice that hurts too. It's Viper's. It's really loud, and it's a lot of strain for me to do the goofy cartoon villain voice. Okay. We're just going right in. It's gonna hurt. We'll just rip the band-aid off altogether, alright? I've just activated the elevator. Once Metal Gear is out on the surface, its signals will be transmitted, and those 7 satellites will enter attack mode in 90 seconds. Does the game have to, what? Have to move? Oh god. I will stop you. Snakes isn't much better for me. Okay, Snake. Give it your best shot. This is your last fight. Come on. I don't remember the game. Oh, to the left. That's what you mean. Do you think that I fight dirty? Dirty, dirty. You're right. Forgot how loud this game is. I use any means I see fit to carry out our revenge. What weapons do I have? I have 3. Okay, I have a lot of bullets. I don't know what weapons I want is the problem. Oh, what do I want? Get back here. Oh God. Oh God. Stop. Ah. We will have our vengeance, no matter what. Where did... I don't know if I have enough time. Ooh, good one. I won't be beaten. I owe that much to my fallen comrades. Ghost Babel Game Boy. I think that's why. I think they intentionally did the same initials thing. Also, hello Lego. Victory is ours in 54 seconds. I don't know about that. Where are you scuttling about? My every move is a testament to my comrades' lives. You have no idea of how much greater my cause is. Oh, bitch. I will see retribution, even if I have to crawl to deliver it. I've lived for nothing else till now. Viper, could you... There you go. Just make yourself more obvious to me every time we do the flashbang. Yeah, now he starts repeating. I remember that distinctly from this the first time, because I actually ran out of time once, and yeah, he just starts repeating lines. He doesn't have enough for his whole health bar. Terrible. How? How is that? It is a 2-minute boss fight. How did I do terrible? In school, they called me the cross-country kid. Oh, what about VR missions? We're doing the VR missions. I just don't think there's very many. Hold on, my throat already. I've shut the controls down. It's the Viper voice. It's brutal. There's no way to launch now. I'm out. He's so cool. He's out, you guys. He's done. He's over it. Oh God, he's still alive. How could I be beaten by you? Snake, how do you do it? How do you keep fighting? Living? For what? Whom? In the name of what cause? It's over. My comrades, I didn't do right by you all. Just keeps going. Oh, is he dead now? Am I free? Viper. I'm free of that voice. Now Snake is the only bad one. What? Sophie, why? Okay. I just remember making her sound bitchy, and that's it. Like, that's... I don't... Okay. Snake. It's you. Yeah, it's not happening today. The General. I heard all of it, including the part about GLF and the US. I see. What will you do now? Oh, the sad music. Sad music. Stay here. With GLF. It's really loud for me. I can't hear a thing. Yes. continue the general's work. Right now, I don't even know whether I loved him or hated him. I just couldn't leave his side. I feel sad? Good, that's the point. That's the point. His ideals may have been faked, but they weren't empty. That's what I think. And there are many here still who believe that too. Fucking text crawl. We'll work together to build a country of our own, for ourselves. This time, with real ideals. Ideals, Jack. I'm sorry. I can't help myself. Remember, like, you guys think I'm joking when I say that the brain rot is getting really bad and I just need to be like, I need like an intervention. Someone needs to force me away from Metal Gear for like a year for the brain rot to wear off at this point, because otherwise it's not going to happen. Snake! It's her. Don't keep her waiting. Oh, he won't. Snake never does. I won't. What I tell you. What I tell you. Hello, Vlad. Snake never keeps a lady waiting. He's so cool. He called your name, you know. At the end. Did he? MGS is your life now. The memes need to go. I have the brain rot so bad. Snake, I got us a Jeep. Good work. Is it over? Yes, it's all over. Is it? Can't fret over every sample text. We can't. What about her? She's strong. And she'll become even stronger. You don't have to go with her? Why would he... To GLF? Why? Nothing, really. Let's get out of here. Right. What? Wait, there's the codec. This is the greatest David Hayter impression I think anyone has ever heard. It's really on one today. Snake. Colonel, everything all right? Yeah, I put a bullet in McBride. You? Snake, I owe you an apology. It's true that I was in charge of Black Chamber's termination. We were told that there was a terrorist group coming in. Secret liquidation on a dark night. Only when it was all over was I told that the target had been one of our own, an American unit. Was that the reason for your retirement? Oh, fuck. Yes. I lived with the guilt these 2 years. But when they hijacked Metal Gear, I was called I was called in by NSA Chief Steve Gardner. I missed in, so I was really confused. The mission controller. So you took the job to confront the past. I need more drink. To do more Snake voice, Jesus Christ. A job which was offered to me with the alternative of making the incident public. Along with evidence that it was I who planned the thing. The thing. Blackmail, huh? But how would Gardner know about that? Probably dug it up somewhere. He's a former CIA director. Former DCI. Don't tell me. 7 years ago, during the Outer Heaven incident, who was the DDCI? Now you've got it. Gardner was the deputy director of Central Intelligence. All right. He was all right. Weasel. He was the one who organized Outer Heaven and the development of Metal Gear. Was DDCI? Deputy director of the CIA. Metal Gear used to be under CIA control, like Viper said. Gardner was also the one who salvaged the Metal Gear you totaled from Outer Heaven and continued the development program. Yeah. In other words, Project Babel was actually his idea. But 2 years ago, Metal Gear was seized by foreign terrorists. And as a result, the control of the weapon and the leadership of Project Babel was transferred away to Parker and the Army. You think this game could fit in the MGS NES canon? I don't think so. Because the original Metal Gear takes place in this timeline. But A, with Snake actually destroying Metal Gear, and B, no mention of Snake's revenge anywhere. And Black Chamber erased to ensure their silence. Why do you sound like Tex and Grandma? Because that's him. That's what he sounds like. Gardner is anonymous. Weasel, you're not. Under Gardner's direct command. You guessed it, Snake. What? And another thing. Gardner knew who McBride was from the beginning. What? Double what? Well, it was Gardner who leaked the intel about Metal Gear to McBride and Black Chamber to begin with. The pauses are so bad from the text. Trying to voice act it just doesn't work like this. They all sound like really confused, or like it just takes them a really long time to think. For what purpose? I see it. Gardner was setting Parker up. Right. If GLF seizes Metal Gear and goes out of control, the blame will land on Parker with his longtime aide to GLF. And Metal Gear and Project Babel will return happily ever after to Gardner's arms. Could he possibly have engineered Black Chamber's contact with GLF? I don't know, but it could be. That Gardner planned this whole thing just to regain Metal Gear and Project Babel. Oh God. Weasel, if you're under orders from Gardner, don't you have another job to carry out? What? Oh. To kill us and to kill us all once the mission has succeeded. I can read. Sharp, Snake. That's exactly right. So that's the real reason a mercenary of your standing wasn't sent on the field. Right again. I'm about the only person who can take on the legend. Weasel. You're going to kill us? Like I said, it's a policy of mine to earn my keep. He never said that. Did he say that? Did he ever say that? I don't recall him saying that. Maybe I'm too distracted by doing all the voices, but I do not remember him. Anyway, how can you? So I'd like to say, but unfortunately, I kind of like you people. Especially your bleeding heart ways. Hello, Raiden. Totally wrong for a combat situation, you know? It's been a while since I met people like you. Weasel? Get out of here. I'll feed some story to Gardner. Probably get only half my pay for letting you go. Escape, fuck. But who cares? Are you going to be alright? You could be in danger. Thank you, Campbell. I know how to take care of myself. Don't you worry. Thank you, Weasel. I'll repay the debt someday. I won't be counting on it. If I could live the way you people do, maybe I wouldn't have had to let my brother die. Oh. God damn it, Snake. Can we just have Snake not say a word for the rest of the game? It would be really nice for me, not gonna lie. The Colonel and the rest are alright. Good. Let's go. Gray Fox, thank you for the sub. Appreciate it. Those are some nice car sounds. Those are some Game Boy-ass car sounds. Oh, listen to that engine. I had nothing around me that I could believe in. Not my parents, not anyone else. That's why I joined the army. It gave me a sense of right and wrong, of justice and purpose. But that wasn't the right way. Beliefs can't be borrowed. They have to be looked for and thought about by yourself. The pauses are so awkward. A non-talking Snake? No way. Yeah, wouldn't it be really, really, really nice if we got a Metal Gear game where Snake just barely ever talked? I have to face myself and start searching. And I will find it. That's good. But if possible, maybe I could make that search with you at my side. This is awkward. Yeah. I'd like that too. I thought he was just gonna be like, yeah. Really? Really? I came to Outer Heaven to settle a score. With the past. Sign their MGS hat. That was what I thought. But that wasn't the truth. I realized that I realized that I'm losing the ability for coherent sentences, Colonel. I realized that when I met you. What I really wanted was death. What I wanted, after everything had been decided, was for someone to take my life. Fuck my throat, dude. We're struggling out here. I must have been afraid of seeing what was standing of myself as I really was. Is that how you still feel? No. I think I want to live. Accept myself. Forgive myself. Life is worth living, even if it hurts you. Even if you hurt in it. What? It's such a weird... I get what it's trying to say. It's just really awkwardly worded. You taught me that. You were my salvation. Wow. Snake. That's why I've decided to go back. Back to the States? Uh-huh. Don't! There's no way they'll let you go. They'll be waiting for you. And it's probably Foxhound. Choppy? Looks fine. It looks smooth to me. At least just with the hand motions. I know that. But I have to go back. Why? To understand. Oh. Oh, audio? Choppy audio? Are you sure it's not just Game Boy audio? It seems fine. It was choppy for me too for a second. It might have just had a weird moment. Asmongold has apparently rage quit Shadow of the Erd Tree. Hold on. Why we had to fight this fight. What it was that I did. And who Solid Snake was. I'm going to confront the faceless men who play chess with people's lives and hearts in the shadows. Fuck my... So that I can understand. And they will confess. Every conspiracy they wove, I thought that was an M, every victim left on the trail of their private gain. Everything. It's the only thing I can do for the casualties of their and my dirty war. Snake. Unless I do that, there'll be no forgiveness and nothing to find for me. Don't worry, I'm going back so that I can live. When I've made them pay, I'll be back. He's so cool. Will you wait for me? You can count on it. I think I don't have to voice, unless there's a post-credits that I'm forgetting. I think we're done. I think my throat can rest. My name is David, by the way. I think I'm gay, but I don't have my pants-pissing boyfriend anymore. This is a different timeline. It's just on the copium for Suleimani. No, I thought Suleimani was fine, like legitimately. Is this one worth it? You mean just to like play through? Yeah. It has some bullshit, but it's the best 2D Metal Gear game. Well, gameplay wise at least. I think Metal Gear 2's story is a little more enjoyable, but this one's good. Like, on the whole, this is probably the best 2D Metal Gear game. But I know a lot of Metal Gear fans are just big, like, story nuts. That's the thing you're there for. So, like, I would say Metal Gear 2's story is a little better than this, but overall, this is probably the best 2D Metal Gear game we'll ever get, because I doubt we're going to get another one. Choppy audio again? What is it doing when it does it? I'll reset it after the credits. I'll give it a quick reboot just to try to fix it. Less backtracking helps? Yeah. And I don't think the backtracking in Metal Gear 2 is like... Oh no, never mind. On the first run, like your first time playing Metal Gear 2, if you're not using a walkthrough, the backtracking is really brutal. But like on subsequent replays, Metal Gear 2's backtracking isn't that bad. Metal Gear 1 is kind of the same way, where like the first time through when you don't know where you're going, it's pretty bad, but then once you've got an idea and you replay it, it's fine. So yeah, we are only 30 minutes in to stream. This game has VR missions. I have no idea how long they're going to be or how many there are or anything, but I don't expect it to be a ton. So we might get to MGS2 today. I don't think we'll get very far in it, but we should get to it, I think. And I did pick up the Master Collection on Steam. I do have it. And I already have done like all of the modding to MGS2 that I wanted to do. So like I fixed it so that it can actually run in 1440p. Thank you, Konami. I fixed some of the effects. Like I got some restoration patches going for things like the rain and stuff being kind of wonky in the Master Collection. I can't remember all of what I did. Oh, I fixed the what was it? Anisotropic filtering. That was a thing that I modded in. Here, let me reboot OBS real quick. Say hello to the void. Just to see if I can prevent the audio glitch from happening again. Hold on. Hello? Okay. Why not just play the version that's on PS3? That is the Master Collection. They're just using the Bluepoint PS3 version of the game. It's the same version. Oh no, not stage select. Shit. Go back. VR training. Okay, so there's 3 categories. There is a percent tracker, which scares me. Oh no. Dude, is this... Oh my god! Oh. Hold on. What? Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Wait. Discovery means the termination of your training. Is this just MGS1 VR missions? Maybe it's only the first one that's like this. But, huh? I've seen this level before for sure. I might have seen this one before too. Can't have all of them. You're right. It features 90 missions, many of which are demakes of Metal Gear Solid VR missions. Oh my god. Okay, we might be in for one. We might be in for one. 90? Wait, by crawling through? Oh. Okay. This might not be... Okay, that works, that works, that works. I'm out. See ya. Find the best route. I can do that. There should be routes with lax security. Lax. Bro, why did they put the entire... Like, this is a full expansion. I wasn't... Oh, for fuck. I wasn't prepared to do a full expansion. I thought it was gonna be like, yeah, there's... Like... I thought it was gonna be like 10 VR missions that were slightly longer, like individually, than these are. I thought it was gonna be like a bunch of longer ones. What's up with the special missions? That's a good question. I don't know. Bland Boy's got the wiki up or something, or did. What's the special missions? Are they worth doing? I don't know why it gives so much tutorial. Oh, I guess like if you haven't played like mainline Metal Gear before this, because think about like there would have been a lot of kids who like, you know, got this for the Game Boy Color, even though they never played like the other console games. Oh, he just woke up. Was he not asleep? I thought they were all asleep. Oh, those two aren't. The two close ones are. Okay. While we're grinding the VR missions, is anyone able to figure out what the special missions are for us? Because that is a great question, to be honest. What is that? It might just be like remixed guard placement or something for replay value. I wouldn't be shocked at all if that's all it is. Maybe it's just entirely new content. If it's like new, then I'll do it. Watch out for security cameras. Also earlier, Lego, you said the description acts like MGS2 doesn't exist. What do you mean? What do you mean by that? Do you mean like the bit where it's talking about like how in this like Metal Gear 2 and MGS1 never took place before this game? Is that what you mean? Which are tougher versions of the main game stages that you have to do. What? What do you mean that you have to do? 6 of 90? This count is something. Can be replayed with various modifiers, including time limits and weapon restrictions. Okay. So it's the base campaign. I kind of figured it would be that, but then... Or not exactly what it is. I'm saying I figured it was going to be like the main campaign, but just slightly different. MGS, MGS3, MGS4. Oh, that's... It's good old, what's it? Fuck, SEO tools that wrote that portion. It's apparently to get the Jack ending. Oh, fuck off. Do you... Chat, no. No. Okay, no. No. Do you realize? No. You can't make me. You cannot. That would mean replaying like the entire game again. There's Foxhound symbols. Where are you guys getting all this? Who's giving you all this information? Stop. Stop looking. What are you talking about right now? Let me play Metal Gear Solid 2, damn it. Let me play MGS 2. What are you talking about? Wiki? I don't know. Okay, hear me out. Hear me out. A lot of people currently, and I'm kind of inclined to agree, unfortunately, think that Master Collection Volume 2 is not going to feature non-canon games. So, like, a lot of people are kind of thinking right now that, like, as fun as it would be for Master Collection Volume 2 to have, like, a bunch of cool stuff with, like, you know, Ghost Babel being included, or, like, the Acid games being included, stuff like that. It's probably not going to happen. Because you think about, like, how big Master Collection 1 is, right? It's got 5 mainline games. And then, you know, where is it up to? They're going to have to actually port, by the way. Because also keep in mind, 3 of those games are running in emulation, and 3 of them are just... They re-released the port from like a decade ago. This time, they actually have to, port like MGS4. It's just, there is no MGS4 port, and they can't do PS3 emulation on PS5. It's gonna not work, frankly. Like the hardware required to properly emulate MGS4 without sacrificing the quality, the PS5 does not have that hardware. Hell, I barely have that hardware. in the modern juicer gaming PC, I barely have it. I was able to do it, but it wasn't pretty. There were some things. There were some compromises that had to be made, very here and there. A lot of crashes, actually. A lot of crashes, to be honest with you. Hold on. This guy's gonna throw me for a loop. So they have to actually port MGS4, right? A lot of people are thinking Peace Walker, of course. That one, there is an HD port already, so they get off clean on that one. And then, more likely than not, like, Ground Zeroes and MGS5. So, like, boom, there's another 5 mainline games. But Master Collection also had the NES games as, like, a bonus thing, which is where it's, like, kind of interesting. Because that means maybe, like, Ghost Babel or Peace Walker, right? I almost say that. Or Acid or something could be thrown in as bonus content. But if they were to do it all cleanly in Volume 2... Also, another question mark that I haven't even brought up yet is Portable Ops. Who knows what they're going to do with Portable Ops at this point in time. I sincerely hope that it gets included. Because even if Konami doesn't put it on the timeline, even if Kojima's like, it's kind of canon, but not really, I think that game has a lot of fun gameplay value. I think that game has a lot of good story value. I think what it does with Big Boss's character very neatly and nicely bridges the gap that would otherwise exist between MGS3 and Peace Walker. I would love for it to be included, but right now it's genuinely like, who the fuck knows if they're gonna put portable ops in at this point. Also, hello, Jess. Did I say hello, Jess? I feel like I have to. I feel like I've been bullied into it at this point. On one hand, Chol wanting to play MGS2 versus Ghost Babel having hours of content. Bro, I didn't know this game was so, like, content rich beyond the main campaign. No one warned me. I had no warning. I was just like, yeah, it's campaign. There's some VR missions. Although I kind of wonder, because like when I did the Ghost Babel video, everyone was talking about the Jack ending in the comments, right? Like it's kind of Scott Pilgrim trivia. Like everyone just knows about the Jack ending in this game. I wonder how many people have actually done it. Because genuinely, like everyone was like, oh yeah, if you beat the VR missions, you get it. No one mentioned that you have to do the special missions. Like you have to replay the whole campaign. Possibly multiple times? I don't know. I have to look at that in the menu. Is it like the Meryl ending? No, it's an ending where it references Raiden from MGS2 cheekily. And it makes a lot of people... There's a fun headcanon with Ghost Babel as a result of it. Where a lot of people say that, like, the actual events in the game are not canon, but what's very possible is the word I'm looking for. What's very possible is that this game is just one of Raiden's VR missions that he does while training. Barely any, because they all watched the Game Champ 3000 video. Maybe. What if we go this way to start, and then we go up this way? No! I've separated them. I've fucked it. What? Who saw me? MGS Online will be, probably not. I have... Well, I'm not interested in the online portion of the games. I know a lot of people say that they're pretty fun. I'll probably check out Metal Gear Online as I have the chance to doing these streams. Because not all of it is very easily accessible nowadays, but as I'm able to, I might try to check it out. MGS 5 has the most recent Metal Gear Online, right? That one will be very easy to access if we want to do that. 5 has online, right? Because it's what? What are the online games? I'm trying to think. I can't remember what the first one is. Is it 3? What is the first game to have like Metal Gear Online? What was that? 3, 4, and 5. Okay, I was sitting here and I'm like, I know 5 has the most recent one. I know 4 had Metal Gear Online 2. And I was like, what was the original? It was 3. Okay. Is 3's online included in the Master Collection? If it is, I have not heard a single thing about it. Is it playable through that? Portable Ops? Yeah, Portable Ops has some online stuff. No? Of course not. Thanks, Konami. Fuck me, I guess. Oh, what? Okay. Yeah, I know Portable Ops and Peace Walker both have, what's it called? Have online stuff. Because Portable Ops Plus, everyone was like, are you doing Portable Ops Plus? But it's like exclusively a multiplayer expansion, not entirely. Not like. Why did it let you put that through again? Fuck. Solid look. Ha 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 ha.
Nice glasses. A real solid look.
Why did he pause for so long? Hello, Cheems. Thank you for the charitable troll. How are you scamming it? How are you getting multiple alerts out of it? Because YouTube's funky. Fair enough. Came with subsistence on a separate disc. What the fuck? I'm like watching the pattern. He spins in a circle, but then as soon as I start running up at him, every time. Oh, sorry. I don't know if I finished my thought. Yeah, Portable Ops Plus, like, genuinely, I think like 80% of that expansion is just online stuff. If not a little more than that, even. Ha ha ha! Might be a build-up if he... Oh, interesting. Maybe. I thought I could get it a third time, but it gave me an error. Next time. What is this? No, not the conveyor. Oh. This doesn't look so bad if you don't know Ghost Babel mechanics. Oh my god, it's in the... Oh. If you don't know, let me explain. You can't change direction like freely while on a conveyor belt in this game. You just have to kind of figure out how to navigate through, because every time you move, it's going to lock you into that direction. Fuck. It's a maze, essentially. We're just gonna have to figure it out. Because yeah, see, this is going back this. I can't. Oh, Ghost Babel. I can't hop on that because you can't move while on it. Oh, this is the way. Oh. You can play it through mods. Through mods for the Master Collection version? How did they mod it in? What? Wait, there's no way. You and False should do Peace Walker co-op. Well, False works like a full-time job during, you know, the day when I'm live 5 days of the week. And Peace Walker is a very big game. We could do it, but I don't think we would actually be able to do it. The scheduling would be a fucking nightmare. And even if we did theoretically get it to work, it would take us like 6 months to get through it. Force us to watch her Twitch. I mean, here's what, if you want that, here's what you have to do. And you didn't hear it from me, okay, chat? You didn't hear it from me. If you want me to co-op Peace Walker with False for content, here's what you gotta do. You gotta convince her to do it for her channel. But then, like, we can't just do Peace Walker. You're gonna have to convince False to play Metal Gear. We can't just go in with Peace Walker. I mean, we can, but it's wrong. We can all agree that we could do it, but it's wrong. Like Splinter Cell Chaos Theory? I'm not familiar with the co-op. I never played it. No, just like almost the entirety of Peace Walker is playable. Hiccup, sorry, in co-op. Playable in co-op. Oh, here we go. That's a guard. I thought this was a camera moving around here. Is that a camera or a guard? That's a guard. Fuck. Shit. Has it? Oh, no, it's not like that. It's just the normal game. But there are missions in Peace Walker that are only playable in solo, so it's not the entire game. Like, some missions are only playable in solo, some allow up to 2 players, some allow up to 4 players. It just depends what specific mission you're playing. Knock, knock. What if... Oh, I don't think that would work. Okay. I can kill the guards here. So this time when I drop this dude, we're gonna have to kill him when he gets up. Good old Ghost Babel maneuver, am I right? Come on. Oh, for fuck. Oh, why did he... You see that? He turned around immediately as I stepped to the right. Like the instant I stepped out, he looked at me again. I think he's cheating. I think he's a cheating bitch. Will he do it again? Let's see. Oh, he does. He just fakes you out. That's so crazy of them. Why would they do that? Fuck it. We run for it. I'm in. It worked. Have you heard of the review poll? Yeah, Splinter Cell is on the poll, I think. 8%. Oh my god, we're never gonna play Metal Gear Solid 2. No, I'm stuck with the Game Boy game. I just want to play MGS2. Hold on, I'll figure out where Splinter Cell is on the poll real quick. It's on here, right? Yeah, it's on here. Oh, it does have a pretty modest amount of votes. Hold on. It's not high on the list, but it has more votes than I thought it did. It's in 19th place. It's poll time. What, you want to see it? Hold on. You can see it. We can pull it over again. For anyone who's not in the loop on the somewhat recent standings. Yakuza still in the lead. Resident Evil still slowly closing the gap. Slowly. Zelda has made its way up to 3rd officially. So, with that, and not with that, DMC has also broken into 4th solidly at this point. So I would like to just take a moment for everyone. My prediction came true. Halo dropped down to number 5 in favor of these 3 being 2, 3, and 4. What I tell you. What I tell you. Splinter Cell is down here. Splinter Cell's chilling. He's not doing bad, but he's very far from the top, you know? He's very far from the top. Stalker's still... Metroid and Stalker are very close to the top. And Doom. The top of this list is so weird to me. Like, these standings being from a combination of Ace Combat and Metal Gear fans voting. Very weird to me. Do you think Doom will pass Halo? No. Probably not. It could. I don't think it will. I still think Resident Evil could overtake Yakuza, or at least get really close. I think it'll get real close. Metroid got a boost because of Prime 4. Metroid was climbing a lot way before Prime 4. It's been up. I don't know why. Oh my god, there's so many VR missions. Okay. Probably the best way to do this, because I'm like used to that set of challenges, is to run it back through time trial real quick, right? I haven't played almost any of the games on the list. My god, he takes forever. Yeah, because it's Peak. A lot of people really like it. A lot of people have also said playing through those games like back to back to back all together will probably burn you out. Which they are also saying to the guy who has completed almost every single Metal Gear game, canon and not, in the last like 6 months. So I think we're fine on the burnout thing. Probably. What is Metal Gear Solid 2? I only know Ghost Babel. Metal Gear Solid 2 is the best game in the Metal Gear franchise, of course. Everyone knows it. Everyone's talking about it. No one disagrees. Not a single person disagrees. Trust me. Trust me. You won't find a single person who disagrees. Ever. Ever. We're just speedrunning this. I hope that the wiki is wrong about the special campaign missions being required for the ride or the Jack ending. I really seriously am hopeful. It's the game that comes after the Twin Snakes. No, it comes before the Twin Snakes. Release order wise, story wise, yes, you're right actually. Wait, yeah, that is right. MGS 1 and 2 are back to back on the timeline, which is not normal for Metal Gear chronology. Like Metal Gear 1 and 2, and then MGS 1 and 2. Normally the games are not nice and neatly in order like that. Especially when you play in release order, it's all over the fucking place. But that's kind of the charm. It's told all out of order, but you get like a really neat experience from that. Because like the perspective from later games really changes the way that you look at playing games that take place earlier. It's a good time. I like it. Am I also gonna play? Oh yeah, Metal Gear Survive's getting a video. And a 100%. God help me with the 100%. To be honest, I haven't played it yet. So who knows? I might like it, is the thing. Like, because I've heard a lot that, you know, compared to Metal Gear, it's like, why would they take the series in this direction? But as a game on its own, I've heard it's actually not the worst ever. We'll see. Each stage in Special has 3 challenges. They're different for each stage. Let's pray that the wiki is wrong. I mean, seriously, like, oof. Oof. Oh, also, sorry, I forgot to say it out loud. I saw a couple people ask how to vote on the poll. And I say this, hopefully, in the least assholey way possible. But that sort of, like, data polling for me is very, very important. And the way that I do it is very meticulous and, like, micromanaged and planned out. So I don't like linking it in the streams very much, because it starts to mess with that a little bit and it can throw things off, and I don't... That data is very important. And the way that the data is gathered is equally as important, because it changes things a lot. Like the context within which I actually pull the data together is like equally as important, if not more important, than just like getting the data in the first place. What's next? Armored Core after Ninebreaker? It's Formula Front. And then we just go back to like mainline stuff, and it's not hard to keep track of it all. There's like that one little pocket of Armored Core games where it gets kind of wacky in terms of like what order they're played in, for release order at least. That being like, you know, Nexus, Ninebreaker, Formula Front, Last Raven. That like Gen 3.5 gets a little weird with that. But then it you know, once we're through Last Raven, it's just 4 answer, 5 verdict A, 6. After Gen 3.5, it just goes back to like, yeah, numbered game expansion, numbered game expansion. Boop, 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 boop. Build robot, shoot things. Oh, speaking of the stream schedule, just in general, quick warning for people who are here frequently. I've rewritten the whole business plan for it. I rewrote it over like the last couple weeks. I put a lot of time into like planning stream scheduling and stuff to try to fix the monster that I've created. So we'll see how that goes. My prediction is it's gonna feel weird for like a short period, but then it's gonna be fine again. Will probably be better long term, but it might be kind of wacky for a bit. So heads up. And I don't have stream scheduled tomorrow because I'm undecided if I want to do Elden Ring again tomorrow. Only because like DLC is hot and I only got to play like an hour and a half of it yesterday because Moog can kiss my ass. So I might throw in like one more rapid fire Elden Ring stream. I don't like the idea of it, but I might. Or sorry, I don't love the idea of it. I like the idea of it. I don't love the idea of it. And then Formula Front PS2, and then Formula Front International? No. No. They do not all have unique content. They all have unique, control schemes. But the arena battles are the same. At least from memory. What? There's 3 versions of Formula Front. The original version that I played for a review is you can only program the AI. And that's like, the AI plays the game however you program it. There are no other options. Then there's the PS2 version, which is also Japan only. We never got that release in the West. I don't remember what the gimmick with the Japanese PS2 version was, but there's a gimmick of some sort. Trust me, bro. And International is also on the PSP, and it allows for you to either program the AI or manually control it like a traditional Armored Core game. Which I never tried to do. I played the international release for the review. I just never tried manual control because I wanted to like play with the AI stuff because that was kind of the whole point of the game to begin with. That's why the original release only had that. So I didn't want to stray from it. Diogo? Hopefully I'm saying that right. Thank you for the sub. Appreciate it. Come here, bitch. So fast, so fast. He's just too good. Oh, shit. As long as I have enough time to do it the way I did before, I think I remember. Oh, team battles. That was the thing. the PS2 version has team battles. I was like, I can't remember what the PS2... Oh, that's the wrong way. Hey, spot me, please. Thank you. International is a different game. Yeah, Formula Front International is a different game from the international release of Formula Front. Yeah, I have Formula Front International, where you can do manual control and AI. And I guess it has the PS2, like, new opponents added in as well. But I don't think Team Battles, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think it has that. I could be wrong. I only cleared, like, the base campaign, if you could even call it that. The base arena climb for the review. I didn't mess with any of, like, the post-game content. As I do. You know, I play the game. I don't 100% for the reviews because... Can you imagine the production timelines if I did? For some of these games? Jesus Christ. Like, Armored Core would have been a lot longer and a lot more negative for some of the games. But even outside of that, dude, the Ace Combat 5 video would have taken me ages. That's like a 40-hour 100%. I'm trying to think, what other games? Why did he not spot me? Why are you not actually investigating the body over there that you heard drop? That's crazy of you to just ignore it like that. You have the international release of Formula Front. Oh, Formula Front International is the... That doesn't sound right. Are you sure about that? Because that doesn't sound right to me. Hold on. I have my dump still here. Oh. Oh, the version that I have? Wait, there's 4 versions of Formula Front. Because the version that I have is called Formula Front Extreme Battle. You're right. There's 4. There's an extra release that I forgot existed, and that's the release that I have, weirdly. Hold on, I need to at least look at this. Oh my god, there's 3 of each. So you would have to... Oh, I accidentally hit select. Oh, for fuck. Get me out, get me out, get me out. This is all new dialogue, by the way. I don't want to be here, though. I have to reset the... Oh, no, it's these buttons. Shit. There we go. Oh, boy. If we have to do that, we are so fucked. The sheer amount of time that that's going to take if we do have to do all that. Oh, my God. Are these going to be the same stages again? Oh, they are. It's just like MGS1 VR missions. Yeah, this is a lot. This is a whole lot. You know what's really fun, by the way, chat? With this whole 100% thing, and me now, like, later on, deciding to just bite the bullet and pick up Master Collection for MGS 2 and 3. What's really fun about that is that now I do have Metal Gear 1 and 2 and MGS 1 on Steam. I don't have any of the achievements. Even though for the 100%, we did the criteria of, yeah, we get every achievement for the games that have, like, modern achievement systems. Yeah, I just don't have them. Did all that work for things like MGS1 Fox rank. I'm gonna have to do it again if I want the Steam achievement. Weapons time? Yeah, we have the 5-7 now. It's the same set of missions that we're gonna play another 2 times. But with the... Oh, that's right. It changes as well, because now you actually have to clear the whole map before exiting. But hello, crazy. But yeah, now that I actually bit the bullet on Master Collection, I do have those games on Steam, but all those achievements that I worked so hard to meet the criteria of, I don't even get to flex them on my Steam. I'm gonna have to do it all again if I want them. To be fair, Metal Gear 1 and 2 achievements aren't bad. MGS1 can kiss my ass. I'm not doing that again. I'm not. I'm just, no. I don't wanna. Does Master Collection have the VR missions for MGS1? This is a good question. Is that part of the bonus content? I don't recall. I own this game and I don't even know what I paid for. This is crazy of me. The amount of questions that I've been like, is that included in the collection? I don't know. I own it. Paid a full 60 for that, and I don't even know what I got. Yes, okay. So I'm assuming there's also achievements for completing VR missions and such. Does the... Hold on. I actually want to go to Steam and look now. Does the bonus content pack have... Hold on. Duh! Okay, you didn't see. You didn't see anything. Woo. That brief second where the screen went black just saved my life. No achievements. So no need if I do want all of the achievements. No need to like play Snake's Revenge and Metal Gear NES and stuff like that. We saw your taxes folder. Not my taxes folder, which is definitely full of taxes and nothing else. Where does that meme come from? Where does the taxes folder meme come from? Forgetting the 4th version, even though it's the one he has, is insane. Well, you have to remember, like all of these Armored Core games, like the old ones, I got from a friend of mine who is like a retro games collector. Because, you know, pre-AC6, and even now, I guess, but like, especially pre-AC6, the Armored Core games were like genuine collectibles because there just weren't that many copies of them floating around. So I just got all of these like from him. I didn't actually go and like buy the $200 scalped copy of every game. Thank God. Because genuinely, like, almost every... Well, no exaggeration. Like, completely legitimately, every Armored Core game, like, pre-AC6, in the lead up to that game, was at least $100 to buy. Just because they were all getting scalped so hard, because all of a sudden, they were all rare games that everyone wanted to play. There was so much demand and so little supply that it got scalped like crazy. So like legitimately every individual game was like $100 pre-Armored Core 6 if you were gonna go and buy a copy of them. It was ridiculous. That's why I originally went to my buddy and I was like, hey, do you happen to have like an old Armored Core PS1 disc? And he was just like, yeah, I do. He had every single one of them, conveniently. Oh, that's a camera. I was using the radar to try to like do that, to kill enemies off screen. Now Armored Core 5 is like $30. Yeah, I pulled it up on stream way back to show how crazy the scalping was for people who weren't aware. And back when I pulled it up on stream, Armored Core 5 was selling for like $250 to buy a copy of that game. Would your buddy happen to be named Vim? No. I think didn't Vim get like a bunch of copyright strikes recently? Where are my well, I can't call you that, can I? That would be incriminating. Where are all my sailors at in chat? I heard that like Vim got hit by like, a massive like DMCA wave recently, and a lot of the games have been forcibly taken down from it. Fuck. I did it twice. Nintendo and I think Square. Oh. Those are big ones. Because that's, you know, like Nintendo's properties are all really big, especially for like retro emulation scenes and stuff, right? And Square with like all of their insanely large Final Fantasy backlog that exists out there. Square's got a lot of like old games that people have a lot of like reverence for. Not even just Final Fantasy, like Chrono Trigger. Dragon Quest. No, that's Nintendo, my bad. That's Nintendo. It seems like Vim became like too well known for its own good though, because I heard there was like a huge DMCA wave. Suffering from success, right? Because, you know, as much as, like, I'm a huge emulation enthusiast, and as much as I don't like piracy, personally, and I steer away from it, I'm very heavily in the emulation scene, so, like, I hear these things. Because, look, let's be real, a lot of people who emulate are pirating. Like, as much as, you know, piracy and emulation are two separate things. Emulation does not mean someone is pirating, blah, blah, blah. A lot of the emulation community is pirating because it's not hard to do. How's your MGS1 PTSD? In general, not bad. For the Fox rank, I never want to do that again. Ever. But no, thank God. Well, my buddy who does collect retro games has a bit of an in, too. His family owns a couple of pawn shops. So, a lot of the time, he's not even, like, going to, like, eBay or anything like that to get the games. He's, buying them off of, like, his dad's pawn shop for cheaper because his dad is like, yeah, you can have it, sure. As long as you pay like as much as we paid for it, yeah, fuck it, you can have it. So he has a ton of retro games that he gets for cheap, like a ton of rare games too. Because, you know, some dude pulls up to the local pawn shop, because it's not even like a massive chain or anything. It's just, you know, like local random pawn shop. Dude pulls up and he's like, yeah, I need some cash. I'm not playing Armored Core 9 Breaker. Here. How much can I get for this? Pawn shop's like $10, probably. Old PS2 game. Dude takes it, has no idea. And then my buddy buys it off his dad for like $15 while they're getting scalped for like over 100. He's got a sweet in on retro games. And I've got a pretty sweet in being closely connected to him. Because he's just got this massive collection that he's like, oh, you need a retro game? I got you. I got you. Like, literally, when I was doing MGS3, I borrowed MGS3 from him as well to do that video. Not because I couldn't buy it, but it's just like, I mean, he probably has it, so I checked, and sure as shit. But even, like, beyond just having the game, he was like, yeah, which version you want? Like, because he just has them all. He's like, you want Snake Eater, or you want... what's it? Subsistence? Subsistence, right? I can't keep it straight. which one is substance and which one is subsistence. It's hard. They're right back to back, and I didn't play either of those versions, so it's like, I don't even know. But like, his collection is huge. Legit, I go to him and I'm like, hey, you got this? 9 times out of 10, he has it. I did every Armored Core game last year, and I still haven't found a game that he doesn't have in his collection. Like, I've never asked him for a game and had him be like, no, I don't have it. Maybe if I'm asking about specific versions, he might not have it. But I've never had an entire game where he's just like, no, don't got it, sorry. At least not yet. Someday I'm gonna ask for something real obscure, and he's... What's that one? False was telling me about a PS1 horror game that I haven't heard of recently, which is saying something. Because PS1 horror game, like that's what I grew up on. And she has one that she's been talking about lately that I've never heard of before. I can't even remember it. Chol fighting Suleimani on Ace will make him do a flip on his opinion, just like Suleimani does in his boss fight. I don't know what you're talking about. Shadow of the Erdtree's graphics look like crap. They looked great for me. What are you talking about? The pop-in, however, is super aggressive. There are pop-in issues with Shadow of the Erdtree, 100%. They were pretty bad. And when I was playing it yesterday, I was also... You know, I made sure to be like, you guys, if I'm getting pop-in like this, be warned about the pop-in. Like, seriously. What was it? I think it was DS. I think it was DS who, said that the PS5 version was like way worse for pop-in than what I was getting to, which I mean makes sense, but yeah, he kind of like confirmed. He's like, yeah, the PS5 version has some mad pop-in. It's really not good. I was making a joke about this crap you were playing instead. Oh, I have to get on up top? That's bullshit. I haven't done it on Ace yet. It was a pain on hard. I'm gonna say it. Chat, I'm gonna say it. Get this. Ready? Skill issue. I'm gonna die on this hill. Even if Suleimani kicks my ass on Ace, I'm still gonna die on this hill. I can't back off of it now. I've come too far. Come on. You guys, I can admit when I'm wrong. I just rarely have to do it, okay? Clearly. Come on. Suleimani, perfectly fine. Nothing wrong with that boss. His 180 move, little crazy, little spicy, nothing too much. Took like 3, then why are you complaining? What? 3 attempts is nothing. What are you talking about? Only dips in some areas. The frame rate, I only saw that one spot where my frame rate dipped into like the 40s. It's the pop-in is like the bigger issue that I've noticed with performance. And I'm sure that first area is probably as bad as it's going to get. Because for some reason, for the first area of the DLC, they decided that that's where they were going to put all the objects that the engine just couldn't have loaded in at one time. It was a weird decision to go so like graphically hard, knowing that your engine really can't handle it for the opening area. You at least got to save that until people are further in. Because the initial impression right as you go in is like, oh my god, the grass just spontaneously appears as I walk. On, you know, a juicer build, like top end build. The grass like just pops in everywhere. who's still a pain in the ass, though. You just want to complain. 3 attempts is nothing. Can't wait for you to eat your own foot. I'm not going to eat my own foot. You just want him to be bad. That's a great time. The bullet modifier is kind of nice. Doing it with less ammo, I could do that. That's easy. I'm the king of conserving ammo. Oh shit, I thought I was gonna be top center. Look at that, look at that time. Look at that. These remind me of one of my favorite MGS3 bosses, The Pain. We're already pretty far through. I didn't realize that this was like a genuine full expansion for Ghost Babel. No one warned me that there were this many. But we are past the 25% mark, so progress is solid so far. Why is there no Metal Gear Solid roleplay channel on the Discord? Ah, that's a great idea, actually. You guys want to go in there and roleplay like the big Chungus scene? Is that what you want? Suleimani with like his 5 phases. I am no longer the top comment. Damn. Who overtook it? It's like 180. More than half of actual VR missions. Yeah, I think it's 90 in total, but then with time attack included, it's 180. I think you're right. The only roleplay I do is in bed with your mom. You know what? That's a good one. It got held. But you can't be mad at him for, like, we set him up for that. It's just, really, someone like lightly tossed it up in the air. It was like the lightest pitch to bring up roleplay. Oh, fuck. Here I was thinking like, oh yeah, there's gonna be like a few VR missions and then we get to do MGS2. Fuck. It's just so many. And unfortunately, as much as I think Ghost Babel has the best 2D Metal Gear gameplay, I still don't like it as much as MGS1's core gameplay. Also, you're memeing about The Pain being your favorite MGS3 boss, right? Like that's just haha. There's no way. To clarify, just to be absolutely sure, he's not. No, he's not the worst. He's not the worst of the bunch. Oh. Yes, The Pain sucks. He's not the worst boss in the game. But yeah, I was like, in the same game that has the end? No. Except maybe the Fury. That's what I was gonna say. I think the Fury is probably the worst boss in the game. Like, if I had to choose which boss in MGS3 is the worst one, I would probably say the Fury. Yeah, it would be the Fury. Yeah. I would actually say, I'm really thinking, I'm like, and this is all from memory from like 4 months ago to clarify. So if I say something that sounds really stupid, it's probably because my frame of reference is all out of whack right now. Plus, I only beat every boss once. Keep in mind. So this is like the most noob, uneducated opinion. This is like genuine just first impression, and those first impressions were like 4 months ago. But if I had to say the worst 3 bosses in order in MGS3, I think the Fury is the worst. Easily. I think the Fear is probably my second least favorite. Then the Pain. I'm not including the Sorrow. in that ranking. I wouldn't class it as a boss fight. It's more of like a set piece than a boss fight. You know what I mean? He doesn't count. Mixed up the characters, oopsie. If he was your favorite for the dying of old age mechanic, that would be valid. No, the end is just like so clearly the best boss in the game. To me, at least. Like, no one comes close to the end's quality. Even just all around. Like, the dying of old age thing is funny. Being able to shoot him early when he's in the wheelchair, if you're like really quick with it, is hilarious. But even then, like, the very like drawn out and like slow, methodical kind of back and forth that you get to do with him, so good. Volgane is good too. Volgane's fine. I do, again, I did the bosses lethally as well. That should be factored in. I forgot to say that. Only because when I'm on a first playthrough, my brain isn't trying to like find every little interaction that it can on the first run. It's kind of just like, okay, how do I fight this guy? Like, what works, what doesn't work, right? So if I find something like with the fear, where it's like, yeah, if you do him lethally, you can literally just stand in place and hold down the R1 button and shoot at him. Like first person aiming the entire fight and like he's dead. That's all you have to do. Yeah, that boss sucks. The Fury is the same way. The Fury, at least you have to move around a little bit, but like it's the exact same problem for him. Lethally, at least. Volgane felt kind of awkward to me. Not even like bad, but just like kind of like the gimmick felt awkward in execution. Like the idea is not bad. The idea is really simple, but it's not bad. It's just, it feels kind of awkward the way it was actually executed in the game. MGS3's bosses, even looking back, like I wasn't impressed with them the first time through the game, and like when I think back on them, I'm really like, dude, compared to especially MGS1, I still think MGS1 has the best bosses, like on the whole. If I were picking like my single favorite boss fight in the series, yeah, it's probably the end. Wait, Volgane only hits you with lightning if you have a gun equipped? This is the first I've learned it. Speaking of poorly explained, this is the first I've heard that. What? MGS4 has the best bosses because they're all naked ladies. MGS4's bosses are not as bad as a lot of people say they are. I'll say that much. They're not great. But they're not, like, they get a lot of shit. They're not terrible. I think... yeah, I think MGS4s are fine. I don't think the codec crew even tells you. Oh, do they not? Jesus. That would make it especially bad, because in my head, I'm like, oh, I just never got that codec call. Like when I kind of flipped through to get little bits of info, I just never got that. But no, that would explain why I'm only hearing this for the first time. Yeah, MGS1 just, those are the best bosses for sure. MGS1, it feels like the whole cast of bosses in that game are like that middle ground between, you do have to kind of like figure out what the puzzle is, so to speak. And then once you have it figured out, it's not like an annoying mechanic to engage with or anything. It's a really good middle ground with MGS1. Can't believe the guy asking if we're not supposed to like Kojima overtook me. Well, I genuinely just threw that comment in there about like, I know a lot of people dislike him, just to try to prevent the onslaught of Kojima hate that I saw coming when I was saying like, I like that he's in here as a side character. It's fun. I haven't been able to read the comments for the last 2 hours. So I don't know if those comments have arrived anyway. But I was trying to cover my ground with that one. And yeah, there's some people who, well, I guess if you're not like really, really engaged in the discussion around the series, you might not realize how many haters Kojima has within the Metal Gear community. Because it's a lot. At least it's a very vocal group if it's not a lot. Like if it is a smaller amount of people, they're just really loud about it. Like really, really loud about it. Because like, dude, every video of mine, I get so many comments from them. Even like when it's a non-Kojima game, I get a bunch of like, you see, when Kojima's not working on the game, it's better. When it's a Kojima game, it's like, this is why Kojima is a hack, writes essay about how Kojima is absolutely talentless and has never done anything good with the series ever. You think I'm exaggerating, by the way, I'm not. For the record, if anyone thinks I'm like playing it up for the bit, I'm being totally genuine. Like every single video, I get comments from this kind of side of the community. 33.3. We're making good progress. It's only been an hour. I remember playing this game on my jailbroken iPhone back in high school. On an iPhone? This would actually be a great I mean, it's a Game Boy game. No shit. Ignore me. This would be a great mobile game. You with Shinta Nojiri? Why? The guy, I feel like with Nojiri, it's like he has great gameplay ideas. The execution can always be finicky in his games, I feel like, but his ideas are always really good. Like, I feel like that's the most generalized way that I could put it, but it's a fairly succinct way of putting it. And accurate. Like, you know, Acid 1, pretty rough around the edges. It took a sequel to fix a lot of the issues that Acid had. But the idea was great. Execution was just a little finicky. Rising has the best bosses, and you know it's true. I don't think they beat out Metal Gear Solid 1, but it's also... I'm not really counting Rising in that, just because it's a totally different game. Like, boss fights need to be approached entirely differently in a character action game than in a stealth game. Stealth action. I feel the need to throw it out there all the time. Like, I call Metal Gear a stealth game, and then the back of my brain is like, it is, but holy shit, there's a lot of non-stealth. A lot of forced combat in Metal Gear for a stealth game. Which is not a bad thing. I think that's part of why Metal Gear's pacing works really well. I think that, like, Metal Gear compared to other stealth games that I've played at least, because it changes things up so frequently, like, that's why it's so easy to just blast through the games really quickly. The pacing is just really good most of the time. Not every game. Most of the games have really great pacing. Oh my god, speaking of great ideas from Nojiri, Portable Ops. I was sitting here, I'm like, what were his games? He had 4 games, at least I think. I was sitting here and I'm like, yeah, there's Ghost Babel, Acid 1 and 2. What was the other Nojiri game? Fucking Portable Ops. Right? Like, the whole like capturing enemy soldiers and like working with them to kind of like build up cross progression throughout the missions. Wait, was he not Portable Ops? Hold on. I could be wrong. Who directed Portable Ops then? Actually. No, you're right. Okay, he had 3 games then. Never mind. I thought there were 4, and I'm sitting here thinking, who directed Portable Ops? That's a great question. Because someone came up with like the whole Peace Walker formula before Peace Walker. It wasn't Kojima. Masahiro Yamamoto, who does not have a wiki page. The fuck? Hold on. Metal Gear. 2 common names together. Okay. You guys want to see the wiki page about him? Get this. This is the info that we have about the director of Portable Ops. This is it. Actual Wikipedia doesn't have a page for him, and this is the Metal Gear wiki. He directed Portable Ops and Portable Ops Plus, while Okamura and Kojima produced both of them. That's it. That's the info on his contribution. Case closed. Yeah, my brain, I thought he had 4 games, but I guess I was just wrong. He did scripting for MGS3. That's right. I think this page has been redacted. But that is like, there's no info on this guy. Like I was like, oh, no actual wiki page. Okay, Metal Gear fandom's got my back. Surely. No, there's no info there either. Hold on. To be fair, Nojiri's Metal Gear wiki page is about as long. Unfortunately. The actual wiki page, like Wikipedia, has more info about his contributions than the Metal Gear wiki, oddly. But yeah, he did scripting and level design in MGS2. He did scripting in MGS3. Wait a second. Scripting. Is he credited as a writer on these games? To, like, in the game's credits, to clarify. Because typically scripting doesn't mean writing in the industry. So to clarify, 100%. He wrote Ghost Babel? I know. But that's not what scripting means in the industry. We would say that that's writing, and scripting is programming. Scripting means if you do scripting on a game, it means you're a programmer. Hold on. Metal Gear Solid 3 credits. I'm going for it. I'm watching the credits. I'm gonna find him. I'm gonna go real fast. Hold on. This is worth it, I swear. Staff. Hold on. He's not listed as a writer. Wait for it. I'm watching. Oh, he apparently... In the credits of MGS3, he's on there as a map designer as well. Wait, but he's not in there as a scripter or a lead scripter. It seems like he did map design and not scripting. I should get through the grind. Yeah, I had to mute it, of course. I'm fairly certain that they mean programming. Because I got like, even I was reading that as writing for a second, but then I realized, like, wait a second. There's just, with Metal Gear, because the writing of the games is something that's talked about so much, it kind of tricked my brain into thinking differently for a second before it kicked back into gear. So yeah, I'm fairly certain he was a programmer then. Which might be why his game direction is inconsistent. That would actually explain a lot. How many of these have been straight from MGS1? I don't really know. Like, I've recognized a solid amount of them. The smiley face one, I'm pretty sure is from MGS1. That one I don't think is. This one I couldn't tell you. The weird flower? Is it a flower? I think it's a flower. A lot of the sneaking ones were from MGS1. It's kind of weird, to be honest. Hello, man with 2 first names. He's under script, so editor. I guess for MGS2, that's so weird. In MGS3's credits, he's not listed as a writer or a scripter. But on the Wikipedia page, it says that he did scripting for MGS3. It seems like he was a map designer for MGS3, if we're going off of the actual game's credits, which are probably the best thing to go off of. Like, if there's an inconsistency between them, what the hell? It just minimized randomly. It's the Twitter logo. I'm out of ammo. There's no easy reset in this game. We wait, I guess. I spammed too hard trying to go fast. I wish the DS would have gotten a Metal Gear Solid game. DS could have worked. Under Channeler? Huh? What is Channeler? Love it when computers do wacky stuff. Yeah, Steam just decided that it wanted to take over real quick. Oh my god. I have to go fast, but I also can't be as spammy as I was last time. I have to wait a little bit. Fuck's sake. There we go. Oh, it's a dumb joke. That channel is Japan's 4chan. Oh. Is it more or less pleasant than ours? For their sake, I hope more. Should I just skip another age after beating AC2? No, another age is good. It's about the same. Yikes. Because, you know, really, it could have gone either way. Because Japan is at least more outwardly polite than the West by like a good margin. But, you know, I was kind of like, I wonder if that carries over to sites that would be like a Reddit or a 4chan, or if it would just be all of that, you know, impolite behavior and thought might just all congregate in a place where it can, with anonymity and such. Really could go either way. Oh my god, I'm going to do it again. Like, I do well at the beginning, and then I get to this point. Ha! What's your opinion on sample text? It's good text. Oh, for a second I was like, why only try again? I thought I had failed it somehow. Still get tons of cyberbullying. Yeah, that's where I was like, it might just be that, you know, once it's like anonymous and not actually in public, like it all just comes out the same. Suppress it IRL, release it. Exactly. Whereas here, we're just miserable all around. Just miserable to speak to, I mean. Oh, come on, I tried. The American dream, am I right? Well, I'm pretty sure that the American dream, at least, you know, if recent games I've played are to be believed, is burning down the current institution and replacing it with anarchy. Because this very beautiful, weirdly blockheaded man has a dream. I actually hear Europeans constantly say how nice we are by comparison. I'm like, you're trolling. It depends what part of Europe for sure, but sometimes they are not trolling. Thought you were Canadian? Is it the accent? I would have to assume. No, I'm American. I'm from Minnesota. So we sound the same. The accent's basically identical. Well, I guess, you know, Canada has its weird regional accents, but when you think of like stereotype Canadian accent, that's Minnesota accent too. Which Minnesota accent stereotypically is not the actual the stereotype Minnesota accent is Fargo nowadays. Honorary Canadian, essentially. We sound the same, so it's close enough. Oh fuck, the floor. I realized a little too late. They changed the color on me. Why is it green now? You can't do that. You can't just change the color. It doesn't work like that. I've been taught that a certain color is a trap floor, and then they just changed it. Oh, for fuck's sake. Yeah, this is from MGS1. This is a carryover. It was not always green. It was like the same light blue that the walls are, which is why they changed it, but why? You could have just made the walls a different color. MGS1 VR, but 2D. And it's painful because I already 100%ed MGS1 VR for this series, but here we are. The C4 ones aren't bad, at least. Once you've run them a couple times. I don't think we're getting to MGS2 today. Why do you say that? Whatever might make you think that. If anything, though, what this might mean, because I was kind of cheesed when I was like, oh yeah, we're gonna finish Ghost Babel, Ground Zero's video is gonna come out. The Steam summer sale is in like 5 days. Konami, stop listening. If anyone at Konami's out there, turn off the stream. Just VOD, whatever, turn it off. But I was kind of upset that I had to spend $60 to like get it in time. when I knew that summer sale was starting on the 27th. Now, since I haven't played it, I could probably refund my purchase, get my $60 back, and then when it goes on sale, I buy it again for a cheaper price. Okay, Konami, you can listen back in now. My dad is Kojima. That's weird. He's my dad too. I don't think that anyone at Konami is a fan of video games. The weird thing is that like the publishing branch, definitely not. But what's kind of sad is that like actual like developer Konami, yeah, they would be. I mean, that's generally like the unfortunate. Oh, I'm dead. My uncle is a pachinko machine. My Kojima is mom. Pray that Armored Core 6 is on sale. It could be, for sure, because it's been a long enough time now. Like, it's been almost a year, right? Oh my god, it's been almost a year? Fuck me. Oh my god. Time flies when your entire existence is playing and reviewing old games. Fuck. No, we haven't done MGS3 yet. We're doing them in release order, and we're doing non-canons as well. Is this the big boss guy? Close enough. What is Armored Core? Just got my first SNES. Armored Core was, it started with PS1. Armored Core is great, though. I'm a big fan. Mech game. And Survive and mobile. I've played all of them except this one. And this one. I'm joking. Okay, 44%. R5 time. We're making progress. We are going really fast. I'm absolutely banging these out. It's just the monotony of doing the MGS1 VR missions in 2D again after I already 100%ed VR missions. Ugh. I'm not that far away from playing Survive, and I'm kind of excited, to be honest. Ow. Is it weird to be excited to play Survive? For the mobile 100% where you get more VR missions? I don't think it's as many as this. Although I guess I don't know. Mobile's core gameplay is like weirdly good. Hear me out. Hear me out, chat. I mean, most people in chat probably haven't played it. Because it's impossible to get a hold of, like fuck. And then once you have a hold of it, dude, has anyone in chat ever tried to emulate the fucking Nokia N-Gage? Ugh. I am never deleting that off of my computer because I never want to set it up again. Or I guess if you're lucky enough, you just had a phone that's compatible with it and played it like back in the day. But like, dude, Ugh. What a bitch of a setup. If you finished Acid 1, then you clearly love CBT, so Survive shouldn't be that bad. Acid 1 is a fun time. Like, it's really rough around the edges, but like, it's novel. You know, it's fun for what it is. Going back to it after Acid, or Acid 2, that's probably not gonna be as enjoyable. Cause like playing Acid 1 was fine. Like everyone in the comments of that video was like, Acid 1 is fine, but once you've played Acid 2, it's pretty hard to go back to. And thankfully I just didn't have the frame of reference then, but now I do, so going back, it might be rough. Literal 5 FPS the whole game? Really? I never found anyone complaining about the performance like when I was doing the research and stuff. I had no idea. Because some games you do find people, like MGS4, there's no shortage of threads of people talking about how poorly MGS4 runs on a PS3. How fast do you want me to complete this? Oh, we're gonna have to like do the lineups. There's no other way. Normally it's just complete it and that's all I'm worried about. Cause you know, I'm not here to get first rank on everything. I'm here to just get the percent counter to say 100. Oh my God, the exit, fuck off. Okay, so you don't need lineups. You just need to actually be quick with it. It's turn-based, it's fine. Here comes me talking about a comment that annoyed me. Brace yourselves, chat. I know it's never happened before. But I got a comment maybe like a week ago or so on, I think the Portable Ops video. Maybe Peace Walker, it was one of them. Because, you know, in those videos, I'm like, yeah, the game ran at 20 FPS, and games running at 20 FPS don't feel that good. Hot take. It was probably me. And I got a comment where a guy's like, why are we even complaining about the performance in a game that's like 20 years old? I think it was Portable Ops. Now that I say that out loud, he did say like 20 years old. And I'm like, what? 20 FPS wasn't good even in like 2006. Like not that many games ran at that low of a frame rate. There are examples. Like Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask always come to mind for me as being like super low frame rate games. Armored Core's Gen 1, like the PS1 Armored Core games ran at 24. I'm like, does this guy think that games just ran at 20 frames per second? Like pre-2010? What? I was so, like, what? It was one of those times where I had to hold in my, my urge to, like, reply like a smartass, as I always want to when I see stuff like that. Because, and only because, like, every time I want to a lot when I get comments like that. But man, when I see other YouTubers, like, leave, like, smartass replies to dumb people in their comments, even when the original comment's dumb, I feel like it makes them look bad. So I just don't, like, on policy. But man, it would be baffled by the ignorance of your average gamer. I probably would be, to be honest. Did I mention, I think I did on stream. Hold on, people who are here frequently, because it might not have been a Metal Gear stream, but on one of the Metal Gear videos, like a couple weeks ago, did I mention the guy who told me that I should stop reviewing the games and making content on the games because I didn't play them back when they came out. Did I talk about that on stream? I kind of feel like I did, but I'm not sure. Because that was one of those comments that I read, and it took every ounce of my willpower to not jump in on it. Yeah, you mentioned that. I thought I did. I just wasn't sure if I did. Because it's seriously like, do you hear yourself? I'm like, you're gatekeeping. Hello? What? I would have done the hand thing with the but I was gaming. You don't have the context? Well, it wasn't even that. It was... I mean, I guess it was that, but it's the way that he phrased it, and I'm not like misquoting him or anything. He's like playing through the game and then doing a bunch of internet research doesn't give you an actual understanding of the game. Playing the game doesn't give you an understanding of the game. Noted. I'll remember that. And I'll stop making the videos because you said so. Thank you for bringing this to my attention. You're not allowed to play. You're not even allowed to buy the game unless you played it back in the day. In some cases, that is actually true. What was my favorite and least favorite Ground Zeroes side op? Oh, fuck. I think they're all good. Like, least favorite is more where I'm like, man, I don't know. Because I think all four of them are good. The weakest one might be the one where you have to like go and interrogate the guy who's like actually a spy and then grab the cassette tape. I don't know if his placement is randomized or not, but when I did it, he was out on the like the field outside of the main building. And it was just really awkward to try to interrogate him without anyone else seeing or anything like that. And then, what's it? Like outside of that, it was just, yeah, go grab thing and leave. So it was, like, it's not even bad. It's just that was probably my least favorite. My favorite was probably the one where you blow up the anti-air guns. Because it's in the daytime, so it's easier to be seen. It adds a little bit of like, I have to be super careful while doing this. And then after you blow up the first one, the whole base goes on alert. So along with just being easier to spot, everyone's also like actively searching for you the whole time. It was the most engaging one for me, just because it brought the most challenge to the table, stealth-wise. And I'm sure you could probably just whip out the assault rifle and blow through it really easily, but actually trying to stealth it was really fun. I liked that one a lot. It was fucking hard, which is probably because I'm bad at stealth, but it was fucking hard for me. Wait for it. I love how I'm super bad at stealth games. Like, the streams, you can see it in the streams, the Metal Gear streams. Like, I'm bad at sneaking around because I just kind of get a little too impatient and run ahead when I shouldn't. I always do something stupid of that nature. And then I'm also, like, as soon as a game in the Metal Gear series makes the stealth too easy, I am, like, the fastest to complain about it. It's just on sight. I'm like, this is too easy. Because, like, even though I'm bad, I do want to, like, have to work for it. Weirdly. But I didn't play the extra ops. It felt kind of weird with those in terms of like approaching them in the video, because normally I don't do like DLC or post game stuff. With Ground Zeroes, I played the side ops because the game is less than 2 hours long otherwise, and I genuinely, at the end of the first mission, I was like, I can't write a review. I don't even fucking understand the game at this point. Like, I need to play the game more before I write this. I don't even know what I'm talking about at this point. I would have probably done and like given a slight mention to the extra ops if they weren't like a secret thing. I thought that it was gonna be once I clear all the side missions and stuff, I would get the extra like super wacky stuff, because I know what the two of them are. So I thought that I would get like the super wacky things after completing every mission, because also I'm aware now that the PC version of the game, which I played, did I blow myself up there? No, there are mines. Okay. I have mines and there are already mines. Great. Watching someone plow through MGS3 by shooting everyone in the head is cringe-inducing, especially because I was that guy. Yeah. There are balancing problems in a lot of the Metal Gear games. With the older games, some of it is just like, okay, you know, growing pains sort of stuff. But I've started to be more hard on it. Like, I think Portable Ops was maybe the first time I was really critical of it. I don't remember exactly. I think that was the first video where I was like, there are balancing problems, like significant balancing problems. Because at that point, there are games that have done it really well. Like, you should have figured it out. This shouldn't be a thing still, sort of deal with those. And especially Peace Walker. Like, Peace Walker making the same mistake as Portable Ops. It was like, did we not learn? Did no one realize how easy it was to just run around and shoot everyone in the face with the trank gun? Did no one ever bring this up? Oh my. There are mines everywhere. And I'm not paying enough attention because I'm yapping. How long do you think the Phantom Pain video is going to take? It's a good question. It's a great question. I do not fucking know. How Long to Beat says that the game takes an average of 45 hours to complete the main story content. I typically take about that long plus a little extra, because I do, like, with Peace Walker, I use How Long to Beat always, because I have to like schedule out my workflow for a week or two or whatever when I'm doing the videos, right? So I have to like get an idea of what I'm getting into, so I use it all the time. I think Peace Walker, How Long to Beat had it listed at like 18 hours for just rushing the main story. I did the main story along with like almost every single side op that I got when I played Peace Walker, and it took me 22 hours. So, and hold on, now I have to go and look. Let me go. Hold on. Peace Walker. For main and extra, so not like 100%. It says the average is 29 hours. I did it in 22. So like, I'm faster than their main and extra category. And I'm not doing completionist, thank God. Phantom Pain. The Phantom Pain, it has listed at 81 hours for main and extra. So assuming I took the same approach, the game is going to take me probably like 60 hours to play through. fuck me sideways. And then I get to start doing the video. Once I've played it, then I get to start making the video. That, you know, covers that content. So, genuine answer, I don't know, but it's going to be a while, probably. Four-hour-long MGS5. Yeah, someone before the Ground Zeroes video, like a couple weeks ago, someone commented and was like, are Ground Zeroes and Phantom Pain separate or together? Which was a question I got a lot, but this was a specific instance where he asked it, and I'm trying, like, at least I was answering it like every time it came up, because, you know, if I only answer it once, some people will see that answer, but most people probably won't. So just more times I answer it is more opportunity for other people to actually see it. So just more people will be on the same page, right? And I was like, yeah, I'm doing them separate because A, they sold them separate. So Konami's gonna get the evaluation as they packaged and sold the game. I could, of course, be way more generous to Ground Zeroes and just be like, yeah, it's just a little demo, just a little vertical slice. But it's a demo that they sold for $40. Just saying. I wonder if I've gotten angry comments about it yet, actually. I don't know if I will. I assume that I will. You guys know when I say that it doesn't really matter what I say in the videos, positive or negative, because someone will be angry about it regardless. Who was that? Was it False who was in chat? Or no, it was Tom. Tom, for his videos, was asking me, like, how do I go about, like, being a little more negative on certain parts of games? And I was like, well, you just raw dog it. You just do it. Like, you just speak whatever you want to speak because it doesn't matter. Oh God. I used to be a lot more careful about phrasing stuff, but now I'm just gonna, like, there's no way around it. Completely destroy every game you talk about, it'll be fine. Break their spirit. Stream, oh, when I clicked off, when I was clicking stuff, it might have blacked out for a second. Oh God. I'm sure if it hasn't happened yet, inevitably, there's gonna be someone who's like, Ground Zeroes is fantastic. It doesn't matter that it was sold as its own thing because it's good for what it is. Now, I'm curious and I'm feeling a little petty today. So, hold on. Hold on. I'm just gonna go skim. I'm skimming. Maybe I haven't gotten it yet, but I'm kind of expecting that it's here somewhere. I got it! It's here! You know this is just a demo to MGS5, right? You cover it like it's a full game. Maybe they shouldn't have sold it as a full game. I didn't make that decision. $40 was steep. Yeah, like if you replay it like for S ranks and like normal and hard mode, there's a good, like, I don't know, 20 hours maybe of game there. But that's assuming that you do, like, absolutely everything. You know what I mean? Like, not no one, very, very few people are gonna get that experience. Like, that's not the common experience by any means. Okay, there's one more. I just have to watch it and not blow myself up. Which you would think would be easy. It's not for me. I realized I was really being too nice and that I was genuinely bored to tears by the game. You just gotta say it with your chest. I think that in general, I eventually elaborated more for Tom. And I was like, to actually approach it. When there's stuff that you like, make sure that people understand that you like stuff. Because if you are really negative and there's not like a very strong understanding that, oh yeah, this guy actually likes the game, then it's gonna come off the wrong way. My MGS3 review's actually bad with that. Not like on the whole, it's not like the entire video's shit. I did not emphasize enough where I really enjoyed the game. And a lot of people, when they watched that video, did click off of it early because it was, not everyone interpreted it this way, but a lot of people did end up interpreting that video as I didn't like Metal Gear Solid 3. Yeah, you can get into a territory where like it actually becomes hard to tell whether you like it or not. Just be honest, people appreciate it. I mean, for me, it's not even like that's the point. It is just genuinely, like when Tom asked me, he's like, how do I make it not come off the wrong way? Because I don't want people to be like upset with the video, right? I was like, Tom, my boy. Tom, people are going to be upset with the video. Like, it doesn't matter what you say. Because I also equally get people who are upset when I like things about games. Like, it goes both ways. I get people who get just as angry when I end up liking MGS4. Shit happens. Oh god. Just elude criticism, then praise the hell out of it. Save all the criticism for the end. I actually, another YouTuber that I know that I'm not like super close with, but who I talk with a decent bit about video stuff, his format is like, he doesn't do the format that I do at all, where I kind of try to go through like front to back experience, right? He does a more kind of like scattershot thing where he organizes his videos into 3 chapters every single time when he does a review. And it's chapter 1, the good, chapter 2, the bad, chapter 3 is just like a long-winded conclusion off of the first 2 chapters. So he does like front load his videos with here's what I like, and then he goes on his big rant of like, here's the shit I don't like. And it's a neat formula. I've joked with him that I might steal it someday if I ever am looking to change my formula, because like, it seems to work fairly well for him, although I have not read his comments as extensively as he has, surely. Maybe it doesn't, I don't know. It seems like it works pretty well. Because he also like very clearly labels it too. Like he has chapter screens and everything in all of his reviews where it's like, yep, I'm talking about what I like here, and then we're gonna get to the part that I don't like. So even for stuff like that. I left an essay on the Twin Snakes video when you didn't shit on it as hard as I would like. Yeah. I forgot. Twin Snakes is a great example. For me, what came immediately after the Twin Snakes was the MGS3 video doing release order. So, for me, when I think of like the Metal Gear video that went down poorly, it's always overshadowed by MGS3. The Twin Snakes video didn't go down great in terms of reception. It wasn't bad either. It didn't go down swimmingly or anything. There was a good amount of pushback on it. Like, Twin Snakes is fine. I actually just got a really good comment on the Twin Snakes video like 2 days ago or something, where someone was like, honestly, if we had played the Twin Snakes first and then we got a remake that was MGS1, we would all probably prefer the Twin Snakes. And I kind of sat there for a second and I'm like, this dude is spitting facts. I'm like, this guy, he's not wrong at all. That's totally true. Fuck. A lot of love, yeah. And that's the thing, there's also a lot of dislike for MGS3 in that comment section, but on the whole, that video, it was poorly written. Genuinely, that video was just poorly written. Oh, speaking of funny this one's really recent, like last night. Just a very funny comment. One guy told me that instead of making these in-depth reviews for like entire game series front to back, I think he said something like, you seem to have a lot of free time on your hands. Maybe you should do something actually productive. And I was like, are you my mom? Like, what is this comment? What? That's like something my parents would say when I was like first starting to do YouTube. What are you talking about? Oh, come on. Oh, okay, that one blew up. I was kind of scared that was gonna happen, and of course it did. Okay. We just have to get through it. It doesn't have to be super speed. It's gotta be completed without dying. The not blowing myself up part is hard. For me. That's it. Booyah. Joseph, thank you for the sub. Appreciate it. Hold on. That we're releasing at the time, but combining it with the tone of a 98 MGS made it feel like an Annette. It's a little weird to like see that game portrayed with like the later Metal Gear tone. Because like the first game, to be honest, Metal Gear 1 makes a great attempt, but like the game is so primitive by modern standards that like it's kind of hard to even get into tone with the first game. But like second game and Solid definitely have like a very similar tone. That then Twin Snakes actually, like going by release order too, almost feels like it's the start of that tone switch. Because like as Kojima's working on 2 and starting to take things in a little bit of a different direction, he was also producing the Twin Snakes and being like, yeah, I want it to feel like this instead. Yeah, it was more straight edge to begin. It's true. But then you get like copium on both sides of that, where some people are like, no, Metal Gear doesn't get that wacky. This is like the wackiest Metal Gear. And I wish I was joking, but those comments are out there. And then you also get people who are like, no, the game was never that serious. It was always like this. And it's just like, what? There's people on both sides being like, either no, Metal Gear never even got that wacky. This game is just like the wacky one. And then you get people who are like, well, no, it was always like that. And neither are true. Is this supposed to be the one with the tunnels? This is, from actual VR missions. The people that haven't played anything past 2, it kind of comes off like that a little bit. People who like only played the original and then, what's it? Twin Snakes, and like that's legitimately it. It does kind of come off like that. And surely some of it is that. Oh God. Oh shit. Realistically, what do you think is going to be in Collection Volume 2? I think the realistic picks would be 4 Peace Walker, Ground Zeroes 5. Why am I missing one? Earlier I was talking about like realistic picks and I said 5 like mainline canon games. I'm missing one somewhere. Hold on. After 3, I just need to, I'll shorten this instead of working my brain real hard. After 3, what did I say earlier? I said 5 earlier. I didn't say I don't even know what I said. Very realistically, like 100% will be there sort of thing. Unless I'm totally wrong about the direction they're gonna go in. I think it's gonna be 4 Peace Walker, Ground Zeroes, and 5. If not, because this is like the thing where I've said before, Peace Walker and, or sorry, not Peace Walker, Ground Zeroes and Phantom Pain might not be in it because they're very accessible nowadays. And like, what are you gonna do? Remaster it? Like, no, it's gonna be the same thing, right? I think if they don't include Phantom Pain and Ground Zeroes, then what they're gonna have to do is fill it out with the non-canons. So, you know, Acid 1 and 2, maybe. Ghost Babel, maybe. Who knows? Revengeance would be crazy, but I don't think anyone would complain. Well, some people would complain, actually. I forget. Metal Gear community. But very few people would complain if Revengeance was on there. I would not complain at all. Because the Revengeance PC port is fucked. It is not good. It's really not. Although, I guess with how Konami treated the Master Collection, it probably wouldn't be any better. But it's a bad PC port, so I would love if something was done with it. Were you born yesterday? Yeah, there's some real Rising haters out there too. Yeah, earlier I think what I said is like Portablops is a coin toss. If say they are going for like the pure canon approach, and then maybe like, I don't know, Ghost Babel or Acid or something gets thrown in as like bonus content. But if they're doing like pure canon games only, what the fuck, I'm out. They give 3 Nikitas for this. Assume they're doing the pure canon thing, right? They wouldn't have done the NES games. Yeah, but then those are kind of weird because they're just included as like a bonus thing that we didn't even know they were going to be in there before launch. Like those were there and it was kind of just like, oh yeah, these are also here. Like they weren't even like a main point of marketing, right? So as bonus content, it's a little different, but like for the main lineup, because like, you know, Master Collection Volume 1 had the 5 main games and then the NES games were just randomly also in there. Hold on. Let me... Fuck! That doesn't work. Huh? I need to reset the game. They were the least accessible? Yeah. I can't see why they wouldn't. Ghost Babel would be really easy, because they would probably do the same thing they did with the 2D games in Master Collection, where they literally just throw them in an emulator. Like, any system they're selling Master Collection on can emulate these easy. Throw them in an emulator, don't do anything with them. Boom. That's all you need. Legitimately. That's what they did with the 2D games in Volume 1. It's not ideal, but like, they have no reason to change it, you know? It would be nice if a little something was done, but we're talking Konami, of course. Fuck, what am I supposed to do there? Like, what do I do with these two? Genuine confusion here. I'm given 4 Nikitas for this whole thing. What? No way. Do you get them while they go through there? What the fuck? This is actually a weird one. The time trials are limiting the equipment more as well, which is throwing me off a little bit. I didn't realize it until the mines. That they're giving you like way less ammo for the time trial versions. 3 for this is like, if it was 4, easiest thing ever. But 3, I don't know what the fuck to do. I'm watching my minimap. Fuck! What? I just have to figure out the middle bit. The corners are so easy. We just have to figure out what that middle part is. Sorry, Master Collection talk. I think Portable Ops is a huge coin toss because it's sitting in dubious canon, which is fancy way of saying it's not necessarily canon, but it's also not necessarily non-canon. It can be canon, maybe, possibly, who the fuck knows? Like, Konami doesn't have it on their official timeline for the games. Kojima is like, well, it's parts, but not all, but parts. And so at this point, it's like, who the fuck knows with Portable Ops? My take is Portable Ops probably should be canon, like in the grander scheme of especially like Big Boss as a character. I think Portable Ops being canon just adds more to his character. Feels like a more natural progression as well, as compared to just MGS3 and then skip to Peace Walker. Like you see a lot of progression in Portable Ops that then factors into who he is in Peace Walker, but apparently we're just supposed to like ignore that progression now. I don't know. My 2 cents is that it should be canon. Point being. But in terms of will it be in Master Collection? I genuinely cannot say. It's canon if you want it to be. No, his statement was parts of it are and parts of it aren't. Which, thanks, Kojima. You've now started an eternal debate where even if he comes back and like, say in a new interview, he says something like, yeah, I was just kind of saying things to answer the question. It's totally canon. I take it back. This debate exists forever now, regardless of whether he like backsteps it or not later, backtracks it or not at a later date. This debate is eternal. It's never going away. Oh, that is. You hit them in the corners. You were right. Even if they're invisible, they can still be blown up. Now take this, bitches. I'm out. Took almost the entire time I had, but it's done. I don't know, because the thing with the Master Collection is if it were to include everything in Volume 2, it would have to have like 10 games. Like everything, I mean. All the non-canons and stuff. And call me crazy, I don't think Konami's doing that. I just don't think they're going to. So it's kind of like, what is not gonna be there? Is the question. And it's like, if I were cutting anything, like if I could look at every game that I've covered, because there's also like Metal Gear Solid Touch, which is certainly a game that is out there that I didn't do a video on because the video would be like 5 minutes long. There's legitimately nothing there to really talk about outside of just like, yeah, this is a game that exists. Look at it. Like I was thinking about it, but there's not much to be done with it. Anyway, if I'm looking at like the games that I've covered, MGS Online, well, they didn't bring 3s online to Master Collection, so I don't think they will. But yeah, it's like games to cut would be, let's say, because there's 10 games that I've covered, or slash, oh fuck, no, there's 12 games after the 7. Wait, no. Yeah, 12, because NES is a weird overlap thing. So, yeah, let's say there's 12 games after that. And it's basically going to be, hold on, I'll just pull this up. It's basically going to be, and there's one that we can cut pretty easily. But here's my playlist of Metal Gear videos, right? Oh my god, I zoomed this in and my other tab. Okay. Chat is so big that I can only read like 2 messages right now. Master Collection Volume 1 went through like here, right? So then from this point on, including the Phantom Pain and Survive, there's gonna have to be like 7 games. If I were to say what would be my perfect Master Collection Volume 2, personally, I think we don't include Ground Zeroes, the Phantom Pain, or Survive. Maybe Survive. Maybe. But no, we don't need it. It's its own thing. It's a modern enough game that it's super accessible. We don't need a re-release, right? We don't need mobile, but we could have mobile. It would be nice. It would be fun to have it. So really, I would just say my perfect Master Collection Volume 2 would be Acid 2, Portable Ops, 4 Peace Walker, and Rising. That's, if I could choose what would be in Master Collection 2, that would be it. Because like I said, like Ground Zeroes and Phantom Pain are as accessible as the Master Collection nowadays. Like you can just go on and buy it on modern systems. It works, right? So we don't need those. And Survive, yeah. Who the hell cares? This is about game preservation, though. Like, even if a game is bad, like, Snake's Revenge is in Master Collection Volume 1. Which I would say is, at least from what I've played, haven't played Survive or Phantom Pain yet. From what I've played, Snake's Revenge is the worst game in the whole franchise. Hands down. I genuinely think that mobile is a more enjoyable experience. Oh shit, I forgot to mention Ghost Babel. Yeah, I do want Ghost Babel. It's just because I was doing it where I was like, from this point down. I forgot that they didn't do Ghost Babel, so I should have included that. But yes, like those 7. And then it's the same count of games, right? 7 games. Perfect. And to be honest, they could probably emulate the PSP games. Aside from Peace Walker, which they have a native port of. And I'm not saying that that's ideal by any means. It's not. But since they've shown that when they don't want to make a new port of a game, they just emulate it, I'm saying they can emulate it, right? Like, they've done it with Master Collection Volume 1. The only games in Master Collection 1 that aren't being emulated are MGS 2 and 3. And even then, those are 10-year-old ports. They could do that with Master Collection Volume 2. Like earlier when I said any system they're selling these games on could emulate Ghost Babel. Yeah, any system they're selling that collection on can emulate a PSP. Hands down, like no question. And like 4 of those games are PSP games. But then that might be a problem for them, right? That could genuinely be like an issue marketing-wise for them. Is like, what if Master Collection Volume 2 is 4 PSP games? And then like MGS4 and Rising and mobile. I have night vision? No. No item. So when it said, here, I'm gonna reset it. When it said the radar is useful in that opening text, it legitimately meant, hey, you can't see, so use your radar. That's what it was telling me. It's questionable whether they could port MGS4 to Switch. I think they could. I might be crazy. I hope, sincerely, that the Switch outspecs a PS3. Hold on. I don't know this, to be honest. Is the Nintendo Switch more powerful than the PS3, Xbox 360? It apparently is. It apparently is. But there's also some copium here. Hard copium. There's also people saying that the Switch outspecs the PS4 and the Xbox One. So there's some copium happening in these answers, to be fair. Because we all know that that's not true. I shouldn't have to tell you that that's not true. This game has VR missions? Bro, don't rub it in. I thought it had like 10 VR missions. It has 90 plus time attacks for all of them. It has 180 that need to be played through. So we're going through it. I came in unprepared. I had no idea there were this many. So, oh, you're right. Makes the game nearly unportable. Fuck. Because that's a big reason why it's so hard to emulate nowadays, too. It's just like, you can emulate that infrastructure, but it's so demanding to do so. That's the thing with Konami porting like MGS4 and potentially like Rising, if we say that they're including that. I mean, Rising, they could use the PC port, actually. I'm like bouncing all around. Even now. Well, I mean, PS3 in general is kind of, it depends on the game. It really depends on the game right now. Like Demon Souls, you can emulate on a low-end PC with minimal downgrades. Like you just, you know, you might have to turn off like the depth of field. But other than that, you might have to play it at like 720. But like Demon Souls on RPCS3 runs amazing. My PC with MGS4, I got it working without sacrificing anything visually. But it was not stable. It was not stable. And it did actually perform really well, to be fair. But man, it crashed a lot. Like when I tell you, I don't know how many total crashes I had during my MGS4 playthrough. But it was a shit ton. I got it working, but it was not smooth. Smooth performance-wise. Fuck, I keep describing it in ways that aren't super accurate. Performance was smooth. Stability, it was super unstable. But damn, that footage looked good. It was all worth it. That footage was beautiful. I had 4K 60 FPS MGS4 footage all the way through. And it was one, except for the pre-rendered stuff. Rising also, yeah, Rising does have other console ports, but I'm saying like for porting to the Master Collection, it's probably easiest for them to pull over the PC port and just re-release that version. Like if they had to take any of them. Crashes during the final cutscene. I never had crashes during cutscenes, thank God. Cause fuck, that's not true. That's not true. I had crashes during what? Oh my God. Hold on, that's not true. There was one cutscene. Do you know what it was? It was the entire stretch. It was actually the boss fight as well. It was the entire stretch from reaching the point where you find Naomi Hunter through to like the end of the Laughing Octopus fight. That entire stretch was so fucking unstable. And that's some long ass cutscene, dude. And if I skip part of it, I skip all of it. So it's a long cutscene followed by a boss fight that was still crashing a lot. I would say I maybe spent like 2.5 hours in that section of the game. Probably. Because it was just so unstable. So I basically sat here for 2 hours with my thumb up my ass, like scrolling Twitter on my phone to try to kill the time until it got to a point in the cutscene where it was like, oh my God, I haven't gotten this far. And then I would have to start, like I would lock back in and be like, okay, new stuff. And then it would get like 2 minutes further and it would crash again. And it would take like 5 tries to get back to there. It was, oh. But my footage was beautiful, damn it. It was so good. Kojima had some fetish for tit-naked women. Well, I found already in my Phantom Pain research of just like pre-production interviews and stuff. I didn't find the interview, but I found someone who mentioned that that Kojima said in an interview after release that he had designed Quiet, which of course I've seen Quiet before. You know, I was on the internet in 2015. He apparently has admitted that he designed Quiet, and I quote, because he wanted people to cosplay her. So he designed her that way, which is basically like saying, yeah, I cosplayed her this way so that hot cosplay babes would dress up like that. Which is crazy to say in an interview. I can't believe he would just say it with his chest like that. Because what? Maybe that's not how he meant it, but that's definitely how it comes across, at least to me. I can't believe that that is like his stated reason for designing her that way. It's the same thing Yoko Taro said about 2B. Is it really? Oh my God. Birds of a feather. I would say 2B's design is a little less scandalous compared to Quiet's in terms of like, oh yeah, I designed her this way so that people would cosplay like that. It's less. There's certainly still some like, okay, Jesus, sure, why not? But yeah, 2B isn't quite on the same level. Because Quiet is pretty... Wow. Whoosh. No romance option for Kaz in the Phantom Pain. Bro, I'm so pissed that during my initial, like, I don't know what I did to not trigger it, because I know that Peace Walker's side ops are kind of like, you unlock certain side ops by like completing this other mission with a minimum of this rank sort of thing. Not all, but some. Right? So I don't know what specifically I did to miss out on it, but I had no idea that the date with Kaz existed until after I published the video and people mentioned it in the comments. I have the hiccups so bad. I can't even hold these in. I'm trying. And I'm pissed because that is so funny. Like, I can't believe that I have an hour-long Peace Walker video that doesn't mention the date with Kaz. Like, are you kidding me? I'm upset. See you, bitch. Okay, we're going this way. Twofer. Oh, that way. Which should tell you a lot about Kojima's priorities. Yeah, I had like a very short back and forth with someone about it in the comments of that video, where it's like, was Paz canonically not actually a teenager? Yes. Did Big Boss know that at the time? No. Dude just went for it. Which is canon, by the way. Yeah, it's just like, why? Why would you do this to who's probably my favorite character in the series at this point? I think it's safe to say Otacon is still a close second, if not my favorite, but he probably is down to second now. Anyway, I got how far through the VR missions? 73.8%. Good progress. It's about that time. I need to get back to working on videos, speaking of. So, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did enjoy, and you haven't done so already, feel free to go ahead and leave a sub. Come back another time. We're doing this. We're doing Elden Ring DLC probably tomorrow, and then back to normal schedule. I had to cram so much Elden Ring in to prepare for the DLC, and now I just want to play the DLC because it's good. Probably one more like super grind heavy Elden Ring stream tomorrow, and then I'll chill out. I swear. Maybe. We'll see. But we're also doing like Armored Core, Ace Combat, stuff like that. Come back for any of it. We just chill in game. Also, if you enjoyed, leave a like, algorithm stuff. You know how it is. If you're looking for links to anything outside of YouTube to engage with the community, things are in the description, like Twitter, Discord server. If you're looking for any of that, it's all down there. Other than that, though, once again, I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll be back here next time. I hope you all have a great rest of your day. Thank you for coming to the stream, and goodbye.